1993 Nissan 240SX convertible here, and I've been working on this car for the better part of 5 years, and it's kind of got a story here with it, and I thought that everybody might appreciate just a simple walk around and kind of the build that I've done here on this car. And I haven't done anything major, but a little bit of the story on this car before we get there. I bought this car a little bit over 5 years ago, whenever I was 17 years old, and as the same for a lot of you guys, a lot can change in that amount of time. When I first bought the car, being a not so smart 17-year-old, we immediately pulled the engine out after, I'm hoping to include some pictures here, but maybe after 1,000 miles and a couple weeks or months of ownership, we pulled the motor because the crusty old KA just wasn't enough for me, and we just wanted to do a refresh and wanted to make things look better. So after sitting, after getting the motor pulled and sitting for the better part of 3.5 or 4 years, and finding this other KA that is now in the car and rounding up the parts and the money, this is where we're at today. So I pulled the motor out and I was able to find this beautiful KA here that has been completely rebuilt, and it has been bored over slightly. And the best thing about this block I was pretty happy about is that it is all powder coated. So the entire block has been powder coated, as you can see here, and I even put in the brass freeze plugs there. I got it as a bare block, nothing else attached, and just started from there. Like I said, I was 17 or 18 years old when I first started it, and I got the intake off of the other car and broke it down and just painted and changed every part I could. New injectors and of course stainless steel injector hold down bolts there. Did the EGR delete and the block off plate there, and of course we have these are getting kind of rare or just high dollar anymore. The AEM intake system, the cold air or hot air intake as I call it. And sadly, we just have a no-name radiator here, but it keeps the car a little bit too cool. Actually, I can't ever get it to heat up all the way. That's just a simple problem there. So if you don't know about these convertibles, all of the 240SX convertibles were automatic. They did not sell any of them in stick shifts. So this car, while I had the motor out, I did convert it to a 5-speed. So that's been probably my favorite upgrade of the car. And we'll go ahead and do the exhaust. It is on here in the front. Those are pace setter headers there that are discontinued and pretty hard to find anymore. And it goes down to a Megan Racing cat delete or test pipe, however you'd like to call it. Man, she's so low you can't see anymore. And I do have an HKS sport exhaust from the cat back. So I have the HKS there. And I'll throw in maybe a clip of how it sounds. I'm pretty happy with the way it sounds. So other than the exhaust, I am on KTS coilovers all the way around with Swift springs in the front, and I'm not sure if I can get a shot of those or not. Probably not. It's not real pretty underneath there. I've spent so much time working on the engine bay. I have just now began to do some stuff on the exterior and on the interior, which I'll cover here in just a second. So the wheels here, I'm a pretty big fan of. These are R32 GTSG, man, can't get that right, GTST wheels, and pretty nice set of tires on there. I was able to pick those up for a pretty good deal, and I think they complement the car pretty well. I'm not going to act like this car is perfect. Do have some pretty bad body damage over here, and a good bit of rust right here that we're hoping to get fixed. But after watching, maybe a lot of you younger guys are the same way. After watching Haggard Garage, and when I was 17, there was no way I wasn't going to end up with one of these cars. And with the market being insane, I wasn't too worried about those small details that I'm still hoping to get fixed. They were both there whenever I bought the car, and I was able to pick up the car in like 2019 for $3,200, which is pretty crazy to think of now with how insane they have gotten. So go ahead and jump inside here. When I got the car, it was pretty well stock inside. These are S14 seats that I'm pretty happy with. A Momo steering wheel with a Momo adapter there, or hub, sorry. We have some 6-speed eBay deal going on. Cloth seats that have been recovered here in the back. And some people don't like them, but I'm just happy they're black and not stained and in good shape. So let's set the car here. Of course, like I said, did convert the car to 5-speed. Got it all looking how it should. So this is actually a Tomy Duracon shift knob. And I'm pretty happy with that because if you've never heard of the Tomy Duracon shift knob, this can sit in the sun, and the material it is does not get hot. So if you ever get in your car and burn yourself off your shift knob, that's the shift knob for you. Have a cheap, not so great gauge cluster holder here that is doing the job for me right now. Also have a B&M short shifter here in the transmission that I'll include a picture of if I can find. But we are sitting at 173,000 miles, 174,000 miles, and 975 miles on the newly rebuilt engine. So I'm hoping that is enough to. She has proven herself to continue going here, and you know, I can always go more in depth and everything you can think of. I've got a slight oil leak here at the bottom of the oil pan. I'm going to try to get fixed soon. That's why we got a little bit of crud up here. But all the sensors I could get to have been changed, and distributor and refreshed. I mean, then it doesn't look great, but I took the power steering pump apart and cleaned it up and painted it best I could. And I have new OEM engine mounts, and this thing's going to be a work in progress. But I thought maybe some people would appreciate a simple walkthrough of my 240 here. It's nothing crazy, no $10,000-$20,000 build here. I've done the best I could to have a nice weekend car I can drive around and enjoy. So if you guys enjoyed this, you just let me know, and I've got some others we could show.